back to your Troy Buchanan High School podcast. Today we're going to be talking about our elite level wrestling teams, boys and girls, getting to talk to a couple of the wrestlers and seeing how they review on their season. Alrighty, I'm Caden Hedge and I'm here with
Maddie Haney.
So, Maddie, you've been wrestling for how long now?
This will be my 7th year. Actually, it is my 7th year.
So how old were you whenever you started then?
7 years ago. I was 11.
11. So that would have been...
Seven? No,
Sixth
sixth grade. 6th grade.
Awesome. So, how many friends do you think you've made through this?
Like, all of them.
All your
like,
friends?
all the friends that I have now that I haven't made through, like, school.
Yeah.
I've made through wrestling.
Awesome. What's something that like you're gonna take with you your whole life that you learned through wrestling though?
Just not giving up. Like, pushing through the hard stuff.
Yeah. So, how was your career at wrestling?
It's been good, I think. I mean, I didn't get like the natural talent that people get, so I had to kind of work a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But like, I had a lot of fun with it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like when I got to high school, I started getting a lot more fun.
Yeah. How was it getting to wrestle with Zoe and I'm assuming competing with her at practice?
Well, since she's my sister, we practice all the time.
Would you guys practice at home a lot? And
Yeah, like at home we do club stuff and she's my practice partner half the time.
Yep.
But since we have new lightweights, I didn't really practice with her that much this season.
So you're about the same class as Addie Ammo. She's a freshman. Mm-hmm. What do you think she's going to be like whenever she's in your shoes as a senior?
I don't know, but I feel like she's going to get pretty far because she placed at state as a freshman, and that's pretty cool.
Is there any other young people that you think are going to be good one day?
Hadley and Bella. Bella was our JV 100-pounder, but we didn't put her in as varsity, even though she is varsity, because the state champ is our 100-pounder.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
I just want to know, how was the car ride home after Zoe placed in second?
It was pretty good. We were really happy because my parents are our coaches, so they've always been really supportive of us, whether we win or lose.
Yeah. And
they were pretty supportive and like caring after I lost and after Zoe lost. And it was just like you lost.
Yep.
You just have to try again.
I get that. Do you have any plans on wrestling for the future?
I'm gonna be wrestling in college, hopefully, and that's gonna be in like August.
Do you think you maybe be able to be one of the Olympic wrestlers one day?
I sure hope so, but probably not.
What about Zoe? Do you think she has any shot to?
I think she does if she wants to get there, but...
Is she going to go to college to play?
Yeah.
What school? Do you know?
I believe she's looking at North Central right now.
Central. What about you? What are you looking at?
I'm going more towards Lindenwood.
Yeah. They have a wide variety of stuff, too.
They do.
That you can major in. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you.
Appreciate you so much. It's your host, Caden Hedge, and I'm here with...
Austin Amos.
So awesome. How long have you been wrestling?
About 12 years now.
12 years, yeah. How many times have you went to state in those 12 years?
3 times high school, then I've done probably 4 or 5 youth.
Awesome. How was this year's season? I know you guys beat Howell for the first time in school history and sent a lot of girls to state, a couple of guys. How was that?
It was really an experience. I didn't perform as well as I wanted to, but, you'll have that.
What do you think this offseason is going to bring for you guys this year?
A lot. All of our guys are going a lot of off-season training and wrestling, and I am, so we'll be better next year.
Awesome. So, how many friends do you think you've made through wrestling?
I met a lot of friends, other teams. Every tournament, we go party with the other teams half the time during the tournament, so it's really cool.
What weight class are you in?
I'm 144 this year.
144. What are you going to stay in 144, or do you think you're going to go up or down next year?
Probably around 144, maybe 150. Unless I get jacked or something, 57.
Big time year for you guys next year.
You
guys have a lot of stuff going for you.
We will. We'll be ready next year.
I hope. What do you think the girls are going to be like next year? I know you guys are graduating into 2 seniors, the Haneys.
Yeah, we have 2 or 3 seniors actually. So We'll have some probably new girls coming up, so I think they'll be strong still.
What about the boys? I know you guys sent, what was it, 3 guys?
Yeah.
How many do you think you're sending next year?
We have more next year.
You
So,
think?
yeah, we'll do a lot better.
Awesome. What do you think? Do you think there's anybody that you think probably could have went and something happened and they didn't?
Yeah, I think we have a few kids that injuries were a lot of the problem. A lot of injuries and almost like right before districts, a lot of kids got hurt.
Have you ever had any injuries that you had to play through during your career?
Yeah, I hurt my shoulder during this year. I wrestled with it. I wrestled with a hernia and some other stuff last year.
What was your final record at the end of this school year, or season, I mean?
31, 32, and 12.
All right. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Alrighty, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Caden Hedge and I'm here with
Geraldine Spear.
Alrighty. So, how was your wrestling season?
Really good.
Awesome. How'd you finish? What was your record?
43 and 15, I think.
Awesome. And what grade are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
So you got 2 more years in.
Yep.
You think you're gonna make state again those next 2?
Yeah.
You think you're gonna win?
I better.
What did you finish?
I got 5th at state this
5th.
year.
All right. So there's only room to go up.
Yep.
Awesome. How long have you been wrestling?
Since middle school.
Since middle school. All right. How many friends do you think you've made?
Definitely a lot. All of my wrestling friends are like family, so.
Awesome. Who's like a big impact in your wrestling career?
Definitely Wolfram and like my parents and all that.
So, as a freshman, was there any of the older girls that you looked up to whenever you started wrestling?
Kind of, but not as much as like our group now.
So, what do you think the group has in store for them next year?
I think we'll definitely achieve more than we've achieved this year, just because we all have the drive for it.
So, out of how many girls did you guys send?
We took 8 girls to state this year.
And how many girls are on the regular roster?
11.
11. So, it's over like 75%.
Yeah.
What about the boys? Do you think they can do it again?
If they put their minds to it, they can.
Do you think there was something stopping them this year from? They probably have a lot more boys than girls.
They just, I think, didn't take it as serious as we did and didn't have as well the coaching that we did.
You guys really had to drive watching some of the tournaments. You guys really had to drive to you guys. What are some of your favorite memories from state this year?
Just like the going to bowling, hanging out with everybody, and not always having the support, even wins or losses.
Yep. Are you excited to take that next step up? As a junior, you're going to be one of the older people on the team because I think, off the top of my head, the only girl that I can think of that's a junior this year is Hayden.
Yeah.
So is she going to be the only senior?
Yes, she is our only girl senior.
So you're going to be basically the next one up. Do you think you're going to take that role perfectly, or do you think you're going to really have to get into it?
I think I'll take the role pretty well. Most of us already have taken the role just with our incoming freshmen this year.
What do you think of the freshman class coming in?
I think once they understand what it's actually going to be like and that it's more serious, they'll be fine. But before that, it might be a little rough.
All right. How was it like beating Hal for the first time? I know that you probably might have beat him in middle school, but how was it being able to do that, making history for the first time in high school?
That was definitely a very rewarding feeling that all of our time and dedication actually went somewhere.
So, what was it like the locker room after that?
Definitely a lot of excitement and just being like, we actually did that. It's not fake. And everybody underestimated us.
Because I know, so whenever the football team, we beat Hal too this year for the first time, it was kind of just like a whimsical feeling, just like that really happened.
Yeah.
Because nobody was expecting us to do that, kind of underdogs that year. We did celebrate at the end of the night, but leading up to that and kind of in the game, whenever, they kind of switch in your mind, we're going to win this.
Yeah.
Whenever that hit, we were kind of just all looking at each other really confused because that's never supposed to happen. We're 28-2 against them.
Yeah, that's how it was for us.
Any other big wins that you'd like to talk about?
Just at state, us making history and placing 4th, getting first at districts as a team, just making all the jumps that we've made.
Awesome. All right, well, thank you for doing this interview with us.
Thank you.
Have a good day.